Hi guys, Elaine here. So today I'm driving you into Metro Verde. We're going to go and take a look at a beautiful 4-bedroom, 2.5 bath. But I am driving you through the area. I want you to see the distance from the gym, from just things that are close to that area in the Metro Verde. Like I said, we're going to end this video with a beautiful home tour of a house that is available. But I want you to get a feeling for the area, the types of homes, the streets, what they look like. There's a lot of parks out there if you have dogs, or if you want to live close by to the parks because of the kids, whatnot. And then of course we're very, very close to Red Hawk Golf Course out there. So come and drive with me out into Metro Verde. All right, so this right here is Sonoma Ranch. You've got a few businesses out here, Popeye, Sonic, little plaza up ahead. As we look to the left, so if you were to take this street right here at the light all the way out to the left, you would be able to get out to Walmart. Super close. This big building right off on the left as well. This is 310 Fitness. So if you're looking for a close by gym, this would be it. Right here, this plaza has like massage, waxing, Little Caesars, a barber shop, tea shop. You have a Pickwick right there. You do have an urgent care for, this is Memorial Medical Hospital. And then there's a couple of urgent cares in the area. We have a Starbucks right there on the left corner. Citizens Bank, it's kind of a weird place for a Citizens Bank, but hey, I'm sure they get a lot of people that need ATM access right there. Continuation of Sonoma. These houses are a little bit older. But they still keep their value because remember, this right here will eventually lead you out into the Red Hawk Golf Course, Red Hawk Community, Metro Verde. And that is what has kept the value on this side. Right here on the right, you have there's quite a few of storage places. Oh my God, storage places galore here in Las Cruces. It's crazy. But hey, I guess there's money in it. Who am I to judge, right? All residential on this side. So these houses have been here since the early 2000s. And then you have a lot of brand new builds. So this is where Las Cruces, a lot of its growth is going, is to this area. There's a park right up here on the left. So like, let's say if you were to live in that little residential area in that side, that'd be a nice park for the kids or take out the dogs. They're building a parking lot. As you see, all this right here is Hakes Brothers. So off to the left over here, all brand new builds. They recently brought an Allsups to this area. So right off here to the right, you have a gas station. Before you would have to go all the way back to the Circle K to get gas. But now these people don't have to go, across underneath the overpass to get gas. Easy access right here. This little turnabout is fairly new. They just built it maybe in the last year. It took them a little bit to bring it up. I'm sure eventually all this land on the right will be homes. But for now, it is desert. They have that Metro Verde storage. They're building a storage in the Metro Verde community. So you don't have to travel so far in case you need to keep your things stored. As you can see, we have Desert View Homes, Hakes Brother Homes in this area. There's KT Homes. So these houses right here on the right, they were the beginning of Metro Verde. Red Hawk Golf Road right here. Start off with a nice little park. Right now, guys, it's about 98 degrees. You're not going to see a lot of people out. It is also about to be noon, so a lot of people are at work. Kids are already back to school. But this just kind of gives you an idea of what this area looks like. If this was to be your drive home daily, it's not bad. I mean, during the, maybe morning hour, lunch hour, evening 5 o'clock hour, you may get a little bit of traffic back there at the lights. They've done a really good job with the turnabout to direct traffic. And here, honestly, it's not going to be too crazy. I do drive these streets often in the middle of the day, so it's not bad. You're seeing a little bit more townhouses and such come up here just to be able to maintain some of the values for those people that are trying to get it in the 200s. But other than, here your new builds will start in the 300s and you'll see all the way up to like maybe 600 in this area. Different builders, you have Winton Flair, Arista, Icon. One thing I do have to say about this area is that if you do plan to relocate here and you plan to retire, make sure that this is your last house. Not saying that you can't sell. All I'm saying, it is very hard to sell because your competition is new builds. And not only are you competing with a brand new house, you are competing with all the credits that a builder can give you to get you closed. Now, if you are looking to relocate and you do like the area over here, there's a lot to be given as far as credits for the new builds. You can buy down your interest rate if you're getting a loan, probably drop close to 6% off the purchase price if you're buying it cash. Like I've seen some really, really big crazy stuff where they will include all the appliances, landscaping, you name it, they include it just to get you to buy. And that's why if you're reselling a house, it's really hard to do it out here because that is your competition. They have the space to do it. Here we are, not too bad of a drive, maybe like a 7-minute drive from, if that. Right from where the underpass is at. A lot of new builds over here, but really nice scenery overall. Very beautiful scenery. While these houses will probably still be going on the rest of this year, if you wanted to get in here, it's just going to be a headache for a few months if this was something that you liked. But it's always kind of nice to be the first one moving into a home, right? All right, this is us right here. Let's take a look at this beautiful home. So if you're interested in any of the houses that I post, to include this one, hit me up, okay? I do try to post stuff that is still current on the market, so hopefully you're watching right away. Also have a relocation guide that you can download for free. Let's take a look at this house. It is a 4-bedroom plus a flex, 2.5 bath, and like 2,300 square feet, and it's got plus a ton of perks. So let's go take a look. All right, so this is the area I drove you guys here, so you kind of have an idea of what the streets look like. They still have a few more builds. They've already broken ground, so I'm going to assume these lots for now are probably about 4 or 5 months out, and then those are probably still being sold. So if you decided to move this, or you decided that this is the house for you, it might not be. You're not going to have crazy stuff going on forever, but the next few months so far, but. Very pretty. So these houses come with a pitched roof up at the front, and I believe the rest of the back is flat. Very pretty curb appeal. You have the beautiful gray and white rock with the brown beams. Pretty. So you walk in, very, very high ceilings. One thing that I will tell you here, like whenever I have people visiting here, this is tile. It looks like wood floors, of course they're gray, but even when you see it brown, this is actual tile. All right, let's go and take a look off to the left. Walk in, this is room number 1, all tile. Very pretty gray with white countertops. I love the black around the mirrors, which makes the black handles pop very nicely. You have these huge tall doors. I want to say they're 8-foot doors. And then spacious rooms. I always think that rooms look a lot smaller whenever there's no furniture onto them. Alrighty, let's walk out into here. This right here is your garage, standard 2-car garage. You have your HVAC and water heater right over there. Attic access, I'm not sure that's for too much storage, but if you wanted to put a little bit more insulation in there, you could. And then here is your laundry room. Very spacious. You could probably still put a table right here. Actually, no, I take that back. You've got this in order to be able to hang some of your clothes if you wanted to. It's nice that they're including a washer and dryer. And we walk in. So this could be set up as a dining area or even an office if you really wanted to, because honestly, you have a dining area right back there. So just goes to show that there is a ton of space. This right here, the great room, living area, that right there is meant to hang your TV, big, beautiful black fan, and then you have the beautiful gourmet kitchen that overlooks your living area. Like I said, you do have a dining area right here. So unless you wanted a really, really big table to put over there, that would make for an awesome office area. Gourmet kitchen, all that is a stacked oven, microwave, and the oven. Very pretty, very sleek. Farmer's sink, so it's just very big. So honestly, like if you want to put big pots and pans, that's perfect. All this subdivision is going fully electric. So you have a beautiful, sleek electric stove and your vent. Very pretty gray, huh? Soft close, so no slamming of those cabinets, and a very big pantry. Since we're here, let's take a look at the outside. So they do not come landscaped, but this is a pretty good sized backyard. Remember, we all want big backyards, but paying to get big backyards landscaped is very expensive, so this is not too bad. Both sides will be gated. You have a nice patio to put some furniture right back here. And then this is pretty deep. It's really nice. And these walls are super high. I'm gonna say about 6 foot. Yep, right around 6 foot, because it's right a little bit taller than me. Very, very beautiful home. All right, let's continue on to the primary suite. Space just looks so massive. It's really nice. All righty, so hidden over here, the house continues. You have the half bath right here. It's actually very spacious. Half baths tend to be a lot smaller. I'm very, very impressed with the size of that half bath. You have another room, so if for whatever reason you have any little ones, the third bedroom is right off the primary suite. Not a bad size. Like this would make a great nursery, or you know, if you have grandkids that come and visit, that is perfect. And then this right here leads into the primary room. Closet area, very private commode with its own door. Believe it or not, a lot of houses don't come with doors to the commode. Walk-in shower, soaking tub right there, and a beautiful 2-sink oh man, there it is. And spacious, very spacious closet. If you need electronics, you have the space up there. Very nice. So, soaking tub. Those are nice and deep, by the way. And then we walk into the rest of the room. As you can tell, the primary and the great room, the living room, both come with a fan. The other rooms have the hookups for it. And then very big, 3 beautiful windows. Ooh, very nice. They're including blinds, so all of your appliances plus blinds. Huge perk, because this was a builder that never used to include blinds, refrigerator, much less washer or dryer. Now I'm very curious to go and see if there is a garage door opener. But right now they're really, really wanting to move inventory, so they are including so many things. Look at those beautiful skylights. Keeps this house very, very well lit up. So this house is $448,000. There is an incentive of, if you're getting a loan, they'll pay all your closing costs plus a 4.75 interest rate with their preferred lender, as well as, or you have the option of doing a 6% and maybe taking it off the price if you're doing cash, or finding another lender, and that's what they'll include, which I think it's great. Like I said, they're trying to move inventory. Alrighty. Let me know what you guys think of this house. It is for sale, and let me know in the comments. I answer all the comments myself, but let me know what you think of the house. Let me know what you think of the area. And like I said, Red Hot Golfers is just right down the street. I'll see you guys on the next one.